Hey guys, what's going on? Day 3 build update. I'll keep it short and sweet. What we have done is we kind of switched over to the Endgame Tree. Have a couple clusters in here. Unwavering Evil, Wicked Paw. Also have another 4-node one, Student of Decay, and Circling Oblivion. This is just placeholders at the moment until we get our better ones right. This is a 5 passive. We want a 4 passive there, just still damage over time, jewels and everything. Removed these nodes here, cleared up some passives so I could put another a 4 mod jewel down here, or yeah, 4 passive skills down here. Flow of life is important. You want life regen, damage over time, max life. This increased my damage by about 20,000, I believe. If I go to my tooltip and I go to offense, we're now over 100, almost 110 on our tooltip for Death Aura. I was around like 80 before I went to the cluster jewels. So yeah, nice little DPS upgrade there. Still need to get Transcendent Mine. At the time of this video, it was like 2 divines, so couldn't get that. I actually did my 4th lab. I did have the additional curse and used temp chains. Ran that for a little bit. Still, the mercs are just merkin. So temp chains didn't help with that. I'm now going to try endurance charges, because if I go into my path of building and show you what endurance charges do to our damage mitigation, it is quite a lot. So I'm going to try to test this. I haven't ran really any maps with it yet. I ran maybe 2 or 3 after I switched. So it was kind of like a late night experiment, right? Your DO is almost up to 200,000 DPS in POB, and that's without power, frenzy, and endurance charges. So if you look at our max hit, where's it at here? Effective hit pool, max hit. So if you take off endurance charges, it drops quite a bit. It goes from 7,500 to almost doubles our max hit with endurance charges. And we pretty much have those max throughout the entire mapping situation. So bosses are not an issue for me right now. It is more the mercenaries. So I have an increased charge duration on there. I am probably going to try to get this maximum frenzy as well with frenzy duration, just to see how it feels. If this still doesn't feel good, my last effort to try to help some of those mercs damage is throwing in Enfeeble. So we'll go back and put in Unholy Authority here, and then put Enfeeble in and take out Decoy Totem. I just threw this in before I made this video. I seen some people on Reddit saying, hey, try to use Decoy Totems. It's been helping me, so I'm gonna level this up and, you know, put this out before I encounter the mercs to see if it at least buys me a couple seconds to get some caustic arrow down. I noticed they just instantly sidestep my caustic arrow, so I'll put it down. Then it's like, okay, that's nice, but I'm just gonna stand over here, and then, you know, you're basically doing no damage. You have to hit them with the caustic arrow. So, but besides that, gear's feeling okay. ROG is Pog. Got some nice boots here. It's nice armor and evasion, some good life, life regen, movement speed. Still need to get influence stuff on there. Got bad influence stuff on this one, but you know, the gloves are decent. So triple res, life, evasion, helmet's got a lot of strength on it. So yeah, nice helmet there with some life and some armor and some strength, which will free up my crafts here that I still have to do when it comes to needing strength, because I didn't have strength on my helmet before. So strength issues should be gone. I don't think I have any strength taken on my tree, so that's nice. But yeah, just want to keep it short and sweet. We did switch over. Faustus helped me out with some of the respecking. I had 120,000. Now I have 11, thanks to the respecking of gold. But yeah, we're gonna start day 4 with this, you know, charge mastery and getting a chance to power, frenzy, and endurance charge on kill, and see how it goes. But besides that, leveling's been okay. Just been doing expedition still, farming around. Yeah, I kind of dropped down and was just doing some 12s and 11s, doing a lot of jungle valleys for expedition. I've just been trying to farm. I got an enlighten support from there, made some currency. I'm still saving up for the bow. I'm gonna try to craft that today live on stream. I'm still using a garbage bow from when basically, you know, level 70 or levels whatever, so whenever you get it 68 or whatever. But yeah. So hopefully we get the bow today, and that'll turn some damage around. That'll give us over 200,000, I think. POB DPS when it comes to Death Aura. Let me pull it over here. What does my Val Caustic Arrow look like at the moment? Just under 1 million. So yeah, once we get that bow and we get the Empower, I have that leveling on my offhand. Got it to level 2. When we get the +2 and the +1, that'll increase our damage like crazy. So I'm gonna remove efficacy, put my Empower in there, and then our DPS should be like in like the 2 to 3 millions for Caustic Arrow. So that'll be a massive, massive, massive upgrade there. So yeah, anything else to tell you? I did put Sovereignty on there, even though you probably don't need it right now, Sovereignty, because of the mercenaries, and I'm not using that second curse. However, once I get the determination node, I might be able to throw in a grace on here instead of having it on my mercenary. I have to see, it'll be close. So if that's the case, I'll take Eldritch Battery as well. But right now, my mercenary is giving me a grace aura, and it's giving me malevolence. However, they're kind of too far behind for like malevolence to be nice. So I want to have that on my bar. If I can have them on me, I'd rather have them on me. So something I'm looking for my mercenary is like Aspect of the Spider. I think that's it for now. But yeah, I would like to have all the auras on me so they're up all the time. So but yeah, that's kind of a quick short update. I don't think I missed anything. No, I think that's it. So if you have any questions, let me know. Oh, one thing I do want to update. Someone in chat yesterday said that, wait, why are you not using Harsh Lessons? That, you know, that works for DO. And I was like, well, usually spell damage on nodes doesn't impact Death O, right? Because damage over time and the spell damage, like the way the skill works, it just doesn't work, right? So I didn't even think about using it. However, I tested it, and it actually does help our damage, because I think the way that it's worded is spell skills, and everything else on the node is just spell damage. So if it says spell skills, it does increase our damage. So I did take this for damage over time killed recently. There's a nice little damage over time tree here. We usually have this one, but this saves us so many nodes from going over here. If you can get this in just one node, I think it's worth taking personally, because damage over time multi is really nice. But if you look at my death or DPS, if I remove this, it actually goes down. And the same for in-game. So I was wondering if it was just a POB coding error, but if you do it in-game, your tooltip actually does change. So something to consider. If you want to pop up here and get this, if you're using Wintertide brand, which you're probably not anymore, unless some of you still enjoy it, you can keep this. I would not suggest taking this one just because it's too much travel and it's increased damage over time. Plus there's some downside there, even though it's not that much skill effectuation. We're getting a lot of skill effectuation elsewhere. But I would just keep this one. This one's good. Okay, that was the last catch. I'm glad I caught that. If you have any questions, jump over in the stream. And if not, have a great day 4. Take it easy, guys. Peace.